Welcome to Rematch Revenge Part 2. It's game time on YurView. 6A1 semifinal action at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa, Owasso, and Jenks. Hi everybody, Mike Ziegenhorn alongside me, Rod Thompson. Union won earlier today, 21-0 Rod. Now Jenks and Owasso in a rematch that the Rams won in week 0.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I think when you look at this game, you look at this Owasso team, very, very talented and all over the field. And then you have a Jenks team that struggled to kind of find their way. But you know when you have a Coach Alan Trimble coach team, hey, it's playoff time, it's semifinals, going to be interesting to see what happens. Great players, great coaches, should be good.
Let's take an inside look at our Mazzio's MVPs for tonight's game. For Owasso, it's running back Bryce Cabrera, and on Jenks' side, a running back, Noah Hernandez.
Yeah, when you talk about Cabrera, you talk about over 1,300 yards getting it done, 20 rushes, 176 yards, 3 touchdowns last week. And the thing about him, Coach Blankenship says he's the hardest runner I've ever coached. He said may not be the most talented, but the hardest runner. They'll kind of establish that running game with him early in this matchup. Then on the other side, you talk about Noah Hernandez and him being able to get it done, 2 touchdown runs. Now this is a guy that's very strong, going to play on both sides of the ball. He'll play some linebacker, he'll return kicks. He has a couple of kicks for touchdowns on punt returns. He is a very talented kid that has elevated the game of this Jenks team, feels they're playing better. Look for him to try to have a big game tonight.
All right, that's the Mazzio's MVP. At the end of the game, we will select the Mazzio's MVP based on their performance. Text MVP to 664-444. You'll get a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for only $5. Keys to the game coming up next. It's game time on YurView, the Ford Game of the Week.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazzio's. And by Weoki Credit Union.
We're back. It's the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Growth takes guts. Growth takes faith and courage. Progress you can see, the for all of us kind. My Energy is built to last, providing opportunities for smart folks to make smart moves based on smart science, where hard data meets harder work. For Oklahoma, our communities, their hometowns, midtowns, and late night spots. For the next up, My Energy is making a difference. See how at energyhq.com.
Squirrels attack.
That's Ford, and that's how you become the best in Oklahoma. Now drive Explorer with 0% for 72 months, plus up to $2,500 cash back during SUV season at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Kickoff is next.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
This close to falling asleep, and you had to tell them a scary story.
Zombie squirrels? It's not a scary story.
You turn a spacious interior into a fortress in case squirrels attack.
That's Ford, and that's how you become the best in Oklahoma. Now drive Explorer with 0% for 72 months, plus up to $2,500 cash back during SUV season at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
We are back at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Jenks, the home team, so they are on the press box side wearing their gray uniforms, and Owasso in white. They're on the visitor side, Rod. A lot of pink flowing through the air there before kickoff. Pretty decent crowd out here. A little bit better weather than they had for the morning game, the 11 a.m. kickoff. It was cold and windy and overcast, and we were down on the field before the game. It didn't feel as cold as it did earlier today.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we thought it was going to be worse, you know, and it's not. And so see if the wind will be a factor in this game. But, you know, so many great storylines when you talk about this matchup between Owasso and Jenks. Of course, Trimble, and there you see the flag there blowing, and just see if it will have a factor. Definitely was a factor in our last matchup, you know, Union getting that win. And we'll see this matchup between two very good teams.
The wind earlier today was 15 to 20. It's down to about 12 miles an hour. Temperature right around 52 degrees as we get set to kick this one off. Union has already advanced. I think that's about the 22nd, 23rd straight year we've had a team, either a Union or Jenks, playing in the state championship game. And Owasso would definitely like to break the string of those two that have won combined for the last 21. Jenks 13, Union 8. We are underway. Opening kickoff taken by Josh Proctor, and momentum carries him into the end zone. Let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by MidFirst Bank. True to your money. On the line, Russell Baker, Jonathan Gomez, Max Murdoch, Anthony Wright, Jason Bell. Receivers, Mario Kirby, Devin Tyler, Tyrese Sisson, Dylan Chin, Bryce Cabrera in the backfield, and the sophomore, Will Keeney. Team averages 50 points a game on the season. They've scored 551 in 11 games. First play of the game goes to Cabrera. Carrying a couple of Jenks tacklers with him, but they quickly pull him backwards. And how about that Trojan defense, brought to you again by MidFirst Bank. True to your money. Stephen Krager, Reagan Stevenson, Trayvon Miller, and Ernest Grayson, Noah Hernandez, Mitchell Culkin, Matthew Minix, the linebackers, Cox, Pitcock, Morris, and Strong. Second down, quickly out to the right. Pass is complete, and it's Josh Proctor all the way up to the 40-yard line. Man, they hadn't used him a lot on offense this year, Rob, but when they do, he makes things happen.
Hey, big play capability on both sides of the ball. There you see him, just a little quick out to him and watch him make plays and make moves. Well, Ohio State is excited about having his services. Josh Proctor.
Just his 8th receiving catch on the year. He's scored on 2 runs, 2 interceptions, 2 interceptions, 1 reception, and a kickoff return. First down from the 40. Keeney back to throw. Got a man wide open. And it's Sisson, and he throws it over his head, and that's going to bring up second down. Tyrese Sisson, the team's leading receiver.
Yeah, very fortunate right there, the defensive Jenks. Sisson got behind the defense, and Keeney just overshot him a little bit.
You know, the wind definitely has died down on the field. The flag is still blowing strong, but if you look at the flags on the goalpost and when we were down in the field, it's not nearly as strong as it was. Cabrera on second down. He picks up close to 5, about 4.5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Cabrera, 1,314 yards rushing, 26 touchdowns, averages 8 yards a carry on the season. And you see why after that last run. It's hard to bring down. Both teams using number 28 at the tailback position. Keeney on 3rd, swarmed under by the Jenks front line, and it's going to be a punt situation for Owasso.
Yeah, and that's defense coming out, responding. You know, when you talk about these Trojans, they've been here before. Take another look. Going to flush Keeney out of the pocket right there, and a good job wrapping up and tackling and forcing this high-power offense. The first series to punt the ball.
Linebacker Nathan Litwiller to come up with the sack. That punt off the side of the foot. The punter for the Rams, and that gives good field position for Alan Trimble's offense. Up front, Brady Latham, Max Johnson, Hunter Hoyt, Hunter Spankowski, Carter Brestovinsky, Dylan O'Keefe. Supposed to start at tight end. The word was he was not feeling well. DJ Wagner, Julian Clark, Blake Pitcock at wide receiver. Noah Hernandez at running back and did not play in the first 2 games of the year, so he missed week 0 game. And the quarterback, the junior, Ian Corwin. Trojans start with good field position at the 43-yard line. Give to Hernandez. And you take a look at what Corwin's done on the season. 63% of his passes, nearly 3,000 yards passing on the year for Ian Corwin. Take a look at the 5'11", 170-pound junior. 23 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Hernandez got 2 on that first down, Rod.
Empty backfield, gonna be a flag right now.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
There's your referee, Ethan Rowland.
It'll be interesting to see. You know, you talk about DJ Wagner, the all-time receiving leader in the season for this Jenks Trojan team. He's a big-time talent. Trimble talked about him getting double coverage and opening it up for other guys because he draws so much attention. Let's see if they can get him going early.
Corwin's going to keep to the outside. Going to have a holding. He had the first down, but how about Owasso's defense? The starting lineup brought to you by MidFirst Bank. True to your money. Cortre Alexander, Aiden Odell, Tyler Moody up front along with Darius Palmer. Linebackers Wayne Jones, Carson Kropp, and Kellen Jones. Antoine Overton, Hayden Spriggs, Josh Proctor, the Ohio State commit, and Dawson Adams round out the secondary, and it was a hold against Jenks, so that one's coming back, and that negates a first down and a big run off the legs of Ian Corwin. That was going to be one of those fake run, dump pass, hope somebody's there. If not, you better take off and run.
Exactly.
Instead, it's second and long. Corwin again. Pass complete out to the left side to Blake Pitcock.
Blake Pitcock, steady hands right there. And Corwin put it on the money. Take another look. Getting good protection up front. Whips it out. Defense, boy, Wayne Jones, is he a headhunter or what? I mean, he comes in Kansas State commit. We'll talk about this defense more as the game goes on with this very talented team when you talk about the Owasso Rams.
3rd and 8. Nice pass and catch And that's a first down for Jenks. Again, Pitcock.
And that's a play right there in the beginning of the season, like Coach Trimble talking about. They wouldn't have made that play. You pick up the blitz right here, does a good job. Now watch him hold on to the football and take the hit. This is a team that has matured. Both coaches agreed, a different team. And that play is indicative of a team that has really improved and gotten better and matured as the season has went on.
Carson Kropp, the linebacker, team's leading tackler with 81, made the play. First down, handoff. Nice gain of 4 or 5 for Jenks. That one goes to Jacob Shelley. Shelley and Hernandez will split time in the backfield tonight for the Trojans. There's Kellen Jones, another solid linebacker.
Yeah, Keelan Jones, I mean, he's Earl Jones' first cousin. I mean, and boy, they have definitely have some talent. College players, defensive side of the ball.
Corwin again, pump fake. Has Wagner, catch, complete down to the 3.
And how about Wagner? That's what he can do. He's a big play guy. Coach Trimble talked about him. Runs very good routes, can really catch the ball. Thank him, outstanding route. Watch him locate the ball that time, goes to it, and makes the play. Sure, steady hands. Another guy that will be playing at the college level when you talk about D'Angelo Wagner. Or DJ, as they call him.
DJ, yep. That sets up Jenks inside the Owasso 5-yard line at the 3. Shelley still in the tailback, and he runs into a load up front. Cortrey Alexander.
And big Cortrey Alexander with the tackle.
These two teams played in week 0. The freight train of Owasso got rolling early. Rod, Jenks never really recovered.
Yeah, didn't know what had happened. I mean, this Owasso team, very, very talented.
Now Hernandez back in there. He gets it fumbled. They were lucky to hang on to that one, and he actually picked up maybe a 1.5 yards down to the 1.5 yard line.
Yeah, very fortunate that time. A little miscommunication. Take another look right here.
Yeah, I think Corwin thought he was getting it, and Hernandez reached out to get the snap, didn't he?
Yeah, big third down play right here.
Is that Shelley under center? And another bad snap, and Owasso is Hernandez, and Owasso may have come up with it.
Yes, they did. Goal line situation. Boy, tough play right there for Jenks. 2 straight times kind of bobbling the snap. Look, he's lined up over center. Just loses it.
Yeah, almost like he wasn't ready. The snap went right to him and through his arm. Wow, Jenks knocking on the door, and Owasso's D tightens up, and a couple of bobbles of the football cost the Trojans inside the 5.
Yeah, Darius Palmer coming away with it that time.
Owasso's backed up to its own end zone. Cabrera, he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Mitchell Culkin there to make the tackle.
A team like Owasso, you have to capitalize when you get down in the red zone. I'm impressed right now with Jenks defense up front, protecting the run.
Second 10, no gain on the last play. Keeney throwing deep. Ball nearly picked off.
Yeah, big defensive play that time. 15, Blake Pitcock. A good job, boy. He was almost came away with it. You see it. He located early, goes up. Almost comes away with it.
Pass was intended for Dylan Chin. Pitcock going both ways at corner and wide receiver. He's going to get his mileage in tonight. 3rd and long from the 3. Keeney again. Slant pattern, Sisson, 1st down and more. Tyree Sisson on the move. Gets him out of a huge hole all the way out to the 48.
And those are the big plays you talk about. It makes a huge difference. Slant route right here. Keeney shows great poise in that pocket, able to catch it. That one missed tackle allows you to get off and make plays. And boy, just when you thought they were going to be jammed in the end zone and have bad field position, comes up with a big play. And those are the big plays we talk about that this Owasso team is capable of drilling off.
Keeney stood in that pocket, right 3 yards deep in his own end zone. That's tough to do as a quarterback. 1st down for Owasso. Keeney again. Sisson almost made the catch. Looked like he ran out of bounds.
Yes.
As he was going down the sideline at around the 30. Unable to come up with that one. Yeah, right there, right before he came back in, and nice defense that time from Jenks, Will Cox.
Pass was right on the money, but outstanding defense.
Second 10, gave it to Cabrera. Trying to get outside and really nowhere for him to go as he's forced out of bounds that time. Landis Morris of Jenks. And there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, chop block on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
And chop block can go 15 yards.
They're at the 48, so it's got to be back to the 33. There you see Bill Blankenship in his first year at Owasso, 10-1. The Rams were 3-7 a year ago. He was named the coach on January 6th. He's also coached at Eastwood, Spiro, Edmond Memorial, Sepulpa, and then, of course, the 14 years at Union, 154 and 26, 3 state titles, 7 appearances, 14 straight years in the playoffs, 8 district titles.
He's done a little coaching.
15 yards from the previous spot, 2nd down.
What we call coaching.
Yeah. Plus, he was an assistant at Tulsa from 2007 through 10, and then the head coach from 11 through 14. Then went to Fayetteville last year and won a state championship, now back in Oklahoma. So the last 3 times he's coached high school football, Rod, he's ended his season with a state championship. He'd like to make it 4 in a row.
Yes, he would. The pride of Spiro. You know, you think about these two guys, pride of Spiro and the pride of Cleveland.
Cleveland, yep.
Yeah, out there getting it done.
We got to have our picture taken with them before the game. How about that?
Yes, we did.
2 legendary coaches here in the state of Oklahoma with 2 legendary broadcasters, right?
You got it right. You got that right. Now you're talking.
And on 3rd down, the pass incomplete to Cabrera, and the Rams will have to punt. So they kind of flipped the field position. They were pinned inside their own 5 because with the wind blowing that way, it was going to be tough to get out to the 30 or 40-yard line. Now they're a little bit better off.
No steady flow to the offense right now, but Owasso, a lot of credit to Jenks defense.
Alex Height punting for Owasso from the 35. Last one kind of went off the side of his foot. This one better. Getting a nice roll. 35-yard punt all the way down to the 25-yard line. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on YurView.
Because an open road is always calling your name. Because life is sweet. Because every moment counts. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With convenient services that help you maximize the joys in life. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
We're back at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. It's YurView, the Ford game of the week, Owasso and Jenks. The second of a doubleheader to be played here today. The first one, Union shut out Broken Arrow 21-0, so the Redskins are playing in the state championship game. They'll play the winner of this one in 2 weeks. They may be back here.
Good block up front.
Hernandez. No gain on first down. Actually, that was Jacob Shelley who was tackled, so he did not get any gain. And I'd say they probably will play here because it's going to be two East Side teams no matter what. And you know, in the earlier game, I said I don't think all four teams from this side of the state have ever made the Final Four. Someone corrected me on Twitter. It happened in 2011 when all four of them made it.
Don't you just love Twitter?
That's been 6 years ago. Am I supposed to remember back that far?
You're supposed to, man.
But hey, it's great to have people on Twitter that say, nope, hey, it has happened before you, and here's the bracket. Corwin on second down. Plenty of time. Flags come flying in. Probably going to be a hold. And he dumps it off. And the pass is caught, but I think that's all going to be for nothing. Julian Clark with the catch for Jenks. I see two flags out there, Rod. There's one at the 24 and one at the 19. The officials getting together to figure out. Now they throw the other flag back to the 19.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Second down.
It's spotted at the 19. It's going to go back to the 9. The 10, right around the 10. Nine and a half. How about that?
All over it, Jake.
And they replay second down, so it's 2nd and 25. They got to get to the 35 for a first. And Jenks wants a timeout. That's their first timeout here in the first half. I think the coaches said, okay, we got to play for 2nd and 25. Let's call timeout and put that one in. All right, we're going to take a break. The Ford game of the week will continue. We're back after the timeout. 2:06 to go, first quarter. A lot of action on both sides. Jenks got inside the 5, couldn't score, fumbled back-to-back snaps. And then Owasso got out of a huge hole with a 45-yard pass play, or 45-yard pass play, and then got a penalty, and they got backed up and had the punt. Here comes Ian Corwin on second down. Another flag comes flying in. Well after the fact that Corwin was probably 10 yards past everything, and there's going to be a hold way back at about the 5.
You're exactly right. Corwin's showing you he can really use his legs out of that quarterback position.
Holding on the offense. Half the distance from the spot of the foul.
It's going to be half
Second
the distance
down.
of the goal, so they're going to go from the 5 to about the 2.5. Still second down. It's going to be second and 32. Owasso, the community of Owasso, it's kind of like the community of Jenks. Huge support for their program.
As you can see,
yeah,
you can have a parade on homecoming.
Right down Main Street. Not many big 6A schools that can do that.
Watch the blitz.
Corwin to the man in the slot, Blake Pitcock. Gets him out of a little bit of a hole, makes it third down. I think all you want to do here, Rod, is just pick up a big chunk of yards and maybe try and flip the field because you're going to be punting with the wind.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You see Wayne Jones and Dawson Adams in on that tackle. Just don't want any turnovers right now.
Third and 22. Reverse, flip pass. Corwin has Pitcock. Flag comes flying in, and Jenks is going to pick up another 15 with the pass interference penalty, and now it's going to be 3rd and 7. That's more manageable.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you talk about Coach Trimble kind of reaching in his bag right there. And had great coverage down.
Pass interference on the defense. That is a 15-yard penalty. That is not an automatic first down.
Not an automatic
Replay
first down. But a free 15. He was double covered. So Owasso defended the play well.
Defended it very well. Just didn't locate the offensive player and made contact. Take another look. Got double coverage right there. And
really had a pretty good opportunity to make the catch.
Yes, he did. Big third down play.
Play clock down to 3.
In a hurry.
And they did not get it off. Alan Trimble was standing right next to the line judge and had to call timeout because it probably would have been a 5-yard penalty against Jenks. So you see the referees, Ethan Rowland, Kevin Michaeloff, Jared Jones, Dusty Hutchison, and Devin Jarrett. 6A crew that has done a lot of 6A games the last few years, including a couple of the 6A title games.
Yes, they have a lot of experience.
How about a Game Time newsletter? Don't miss any of the action. Go to yourview.com/football and sign up for the Game Time newsletter. You're going to get previous week's highlights, stories, and recruiting news, along with a preview of the upcoming week's matchups delivered straight to your inbox. That's Game Time newsletter. When I think of newsletter, I don't think of anything video. You know, I think of something coming in my mailbox. You're talking Game Time newsletter that's got interviews, video, all kinds of stuff associated with it.
Times have changed,
haven't they? Man. All right, 3rd and 7 for Jenks. Final minute of the first quarter. Owasso brings the heat. Pass complete to Wagner, and he is wrapped up immediately, so no gain, and the Trojans will have to punt.
How about that? Keelan Jones coming up, making the play. This young man, he has made plays all season long for this Owasso team. Watch him come to your screen, boom! Delivers the hit. They're all good friends when we talk about Joneses and the Wagners. And all went to church together, but hey, we're on the field. I gotta try to rough you up out there.
It's not Sunday.
Praise the Lord.
Even though they have church on Saturday too, so but they're playing ball, so they'd be going tomorrow, right?
Beautiful kick.
Nice punt.
Oh, nice play.
44-yard kick. And down immediately, and Owasso is going to take over with 1 second to go in the quarter. Start at the 30. Take a look at the Jenks sideline, and their head coach Alan Trimble has been there. This is his 22nd year of coaching football. Josh Proctor on the Wildcat. That's the end of the first. No score after one. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on YurView.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in. No thanks, Santa. I got this. Hey, it looks a little tight. Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
We're back at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Quarter number 2, a scoreless first quarter, Rod, and impressed with the way Jenks has come out here in this semifinal game.
Done a tremendous job, especially defensively. This high-powered offense, we said, 50 points a game for Owasso. This defense has really set in, and it's made a difference because when we did the first game, this definitely wasn't the case.
Fewest amount of points Owasso scored in a game this year. Last week against Westmore when they had 37. How about that? They went nowhere on second down. Now it's third. Keeney again. Up top to Cabrera. And incomplete.
Boy, good play that time defensively. Find Cabrera, and Jenks has done a job kind of containing him in the running. They get him out the backfield right now. Going to try to go to him. And boy, great coverage downfield.
Yeah, linebacker Mitchell Culkin. Took him out of the backfield. And was solid there in coverage. Alex Height back to punt for the Rams. Fair catch at the 35. 45-yard kick. Oh, 35-yard kick. And it was fair caught by Will Cox. So Jenks holds the Rams on downs and get back out there on offense. You could see it earlier in the year. I mean, even though Jenks lost their first 4. First time since 1968 they've started a season 0-4, and that year they were winless.
And I think
but you could just see it.
Yeah, you can definitely see it. I mean, a lot of youth on that team, but also 4 very good teams that they played.
Yeah. Owasso, Bixby Union, and Springdale. Corwin lost it. Who's got it?
Looks like it's going to be Jenks' ball.
Well, Owasso had a shot at that. Corwin tried to pick it up. Probably should have just fallen on it, and better thank one of his offensive linemen for coming back to help him out. Jenks having a little ball control issues in the backfield, right?
They are, and that's what we talked about, taking care of the football. When you had a chance to score in goal line, you have 2 fumbles, and now you have one here. They have to tighten that up against this good defense of Owasso.
Looked like that one might have been intended for Wagner, and a little bit out in front of him.
A lot of pressure. Defensive side of the ball for this Owasso team, and you talk about all the talent that they have on that side. You know, and talking to Coach Blankenship, I thought he made a great point. I asked in comparison to his Union teams to this Owasso team, and he said he's never had a team that looked like this Owasso team. The size, the speed, and I mean, and this is a guy who has coached for a long time and coached a lot of talent. That lets you know.
Ball tipped and nearly intercepted, and I think, yes it was, a pass reception for Jenks. Dylan O'Keefe, who actually was in the ER earlier this morning.
Well, he took a shot right there, and they're trying to send him back. Take a look right here. Great concentration, and boom. Takes a hit right there, and boy, there's that man again, Wayne Jones.
Josh Proctor was in there too. Yeah, and O'Keefe's feeling that one. One of the top receivers for the Trojans, and he's gutting it out to even be out on the field right now. Low line drive punt's going to be down at about the 26-yard line. How about the Over the Middle podcast on this week's Over the Middle High School Football Recruiting Podcast with host Jeremy Crabtree, Josh Ward of RockyTop.com and Sports Radio WNML in Knoxville, and Jeremy Crabtree talk about the situation involving Tennessee football and the firing of their coach Butch Jones. Also Jason Sukamel from OrangeBloods.com will update the Longhorns of Texas and their powerhouse recruiting success of late. Check out the Over the Middle podcast at YurView.com. Now first down for Owasso. Got guys in motion all over the place. Tyree Sisson takes the fly sweep handoff and a nice tackle. He picks up a couple, but Trayvon Miller there to keep him from gaining more.
And that's a nice play by Miller. Jenks showing great speed down the line. You take another look here. We'll give it to him. Watch him rotate down the line and come up and make the play right there. Big time play. This Jenks defense playing extremely well right now.
2nd and 8. Keeney again going up top, had a wide open receiver, but could not connect.
Timing has been a little off so far for this Owasso team.
And Keeney's telling the receiver, hey, keep running down the field. I'm leading you out there. We got the wind behind us. Again, the wind has really died down. The flag in that south end zone, Rod, almost laying against the flagpole. A lot different than it was earlier today.
Yes, it is.
3rd down under pressure, gets it off to Cabrera. He's got room to run. Bryce Cabrera right out to midfield.
And that's a nice play getting him out on a little screen pass. Jenks has done a great job containing him on the run, a little screen play. And look at Kenny, does a good job of holding it right to the very end. Got one block, look at 73. He gets the block there, and now he's able to pick up that first down, but good block downfield with number 73, Russell Baker. And able to get Cabrera loose. Nice play right there for Owasso.
Rams keep their drive going. Keeney, passing-wise, for Owasso here in this first half. 3 of 9 for 81 yards. Here he goes back again. Looking to go deep, thought about running, and then, not sure if that was a catch or not, but the official says it was.
Take another look at that.
Dylan Chin came back to get it.
And look here, you see him out of the pocket.
Looked like it might have bounced.
Yeah, it looked like it bounced. Great camera work. Definitely bounced up.
Second and short. Sisson, the fake on the fly sweep. Keeney's going to keep it. He's going to get close to a first. It'll be 3rd and short. His team's playing out here, Rod. Since 2004, Jenks has played on this field 22 different times.
Oh, ball is loose.
Who's got it?
Looks like
Jenks says they have it, and they do.
Boy, big time play defensively for the Trojans. And this is exactly what Coach Blankenship talked about, weathering the storm. It's amazing. Taking a look, he's going to try to sneak it, just loses it there. And boy, ball is loose. There it is, just wide open ball, just sitting there.
Waiting for somebody to come pick it up. But my point, Jenks has played here 22 times. Owasso's played here once in that 13-year period.
Makes a difference.
And you say, well, what difference does that make? Well, it's just a familiarity factor. It's a big game factor. Your program, your team is used to being involved in it. And right now, that big factor is on Jenks' side. Each team with a turnover, and both teams really with ball control issues in the backfield. Corwin on first down, under pressure, and he's sacked.
That's a nice play that time.
Darius Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer just reaching his arms out, able to come away with the sack. Take another look, watch the pocket collapse here. He's on that outside. Now watch him reach out right there and just able to trip him up. Nice play by Palmer.
Corwin is the team's second leading rusher behind Hernandez. So he can and will run with the ball if necessary. Has time to throw, goes deep. Defender and receiver run into each other. It was, looks like Pitcock runs into Dawson Adams right in the middle of the field. No flag, so it'll be a 3rd down. Inadvertent contact.
Well, you see both teams doing a tremendous job defensively.
Five receivers for the Trojans on this 3rd and long. See what Bobby Klink, the defensive coordinator for Owasso, has up his sleeve. Corwin, pass complete. 1st down for Jenks.
Nice play.
And Pitcock again.
And there it is. Corwin, good job of rifling the ball down. Plenty of time in the pocket. And Pitcock coming away with the catch. Big 3rd down conversion. Take a look at him. Plenty of time, and watch him step right into that pass, rifle it in there. Pitcock makes the catch and picks up the 1st down.
He's been targeted. Pitcock tonight, how many receptions? 5, 6, now it has 6. Rod, coming into the game, he only has 22 catches in the first 11 games. He's got 6 tonight. Little shovel pass, another flag. Probably gonna have another hold against Jenks, but they've had some injuries on the receiving core. I know Braden Phipps has been out with a broken collarbone, so Pitcock's had to step up, and that's why he's playing offense and defense.
Holding that time.
Third hold on Jenks in the last 2 series. First and 20 for the Trojans. No score, first half. Corwin again to Pitcock, his 7th catch, and a gain of 10.
And how about that? Pitcock really stepping up big, and we talked about this earlier. A little read right there, and sells it. Pitcock able to catch that ball. And good job by Corwin to get it low, to not leave his receiver out there to take that, what would have been a monster hit.
Actually, that was his 6th. Second down, empty backfield again for Jenks. Corwin over the middle, picked off as he throws it up. Dawson Adams has it, and a turnover for Jenks.
Boy, he just kind of tossed that one up, and Adams, good job of recognizing, able to come away with the interception. You like the pressure that Owasso is getting up front. Not looking very comfortable. He's under pressure, throws it up, kind of lobs it there, and great interception that time. Dawson Adams.
Yeah, he's throwing off his, backing up and throwing off his back foot. And just him and Wagner not on the same page. Adams is there to take advantage. So here come the Rams. Quick pass left side. Josh Proctor. They drag him forward. They had him stopped for about a gain of 5. He ended up getting the first down.
Yeah, and you see they're going to get him in space and try to get him to make plays. And had great defensive coverage that time, but just his strength and his speed, able to open it up and move the chains.
Yeah, Coach Blankenship's right. You hear that phrase, when they step off the bus, they're passing the eye test.
Yeah.
You know, you look at him and Wayne Jones and Alexander, when those guys step off the bus. Wildcat to Proctor. He keeps it.
Ball is
Maybe
loose.
Fumbled. We got about 5. Second down as Owasso maintains possession of the football.
You see, Blankenship is going to use Proctor and allow him to try to make plays.
He's only rushed it 16 times this year. He's already done it a couple of times tonight, Rob, but when he does touch the football, when he runs it, 16.3 yards a carry. So there's a reason they want to get the ball in his hands. Chin jumped on this right side for Owasso.
Snapped, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
So both teams have to be a little frustrated with, you get something going offensively and then you get a hold, or you get a personal foul, or you fumble, you bobble a snap.
And that's been the case. You know, you talked about Owasso never really being in this situation, and you talked about a Jenks team that's very young but much improved. That's what you have. You know, and that's something that we look at, and you can circle right now to see how that will have the outcome, excuse me, at the end of this game.
When you look at the state titles, Jenks with 13 state titles under Alan Trimble, 16 total in school history. Owasso has 1, and all those 13 titles for Trimble have come in the last 21 years. This is his 22nd, and then Owasso 1 state title back in '74. So none of these kids were born when they won that, but all these Jenks kids they've been involved in that for the last 20 years.
Exactly right. Makes a difference.
Keeney lobs it up. Has Cabrera and just overthrows him a little bit.
Really impressed with both teams, what they're doing defensively. You notice both teams have taken away the run. We feature 2 star running backs. They've probably been most effective out of the backfield.
Alex Hyde will have to punt again. 4th punt of the game for Hyde. They mark it down around the 6, so a 41-yard kick for Hyde. That pins Jenks deep in their own end. Last time Jenks was this deep in an end, they were backed up to their own end zone, and earlier in the first quarter, they were marching to score, and then 2 bad exchanges on snaps, and they didn't get in the end zone or even a field goal out of it. First and 10 for the Trojans. Ian Corwin looking for someone to throw to. Targets Pitcock again. Are you kidding me?
How about
That's
that?
number 7.
Nice play by both players right there. Corwin is going to put it where only Pitcock can catch it. They make eye contact and watch him roll out of the pocket to his left. Watch where he throws this ball. Pitcock has to come back behind the defender right there and able to catch it. Outstanding communication and outstanding play to move the change for the Trojans.
And a first down for Jenks. Their 5th first down of the night. Corwin again, pump fake, scrambling. Gets blocking, has a receiver wide open. Just couldn't get him the football, and lucky it wasn't picked off as Julian Clark actually went up and played defense and prevented Dawson Adams from getting another pick.
Yeah, and he was open for a second. Just the arm strength wasn't there because he's rolling out, kind of throwing on the run, and watch it close really quick. Very fortunate. Wasn't a turnover.
Leaves it at 2nd and 10. Five wide for Jenks. See if Owasso brings some pressure. They bring 5. Pass caught by Wagner. He's immediately taken out by a couple of Rams.
Yeah, and you see Deuce Mayberry, Keelan Jones. Mayberry, another sophomore, playing well. Take another look, boy, taking the hit.
Jones is committed to K-State. Mayberry, his brother plays at KU. Definitely the bloodlines there.
No doubt about it.
3rd and long. Corwin again, in trouble. Another first down and another catch by Pitcock.
Boy, and I tell you what, Corwin, he seems to be better when the pressure of Owasso has come and he's able to get out of the pocket and scramble. We know he can run the football. Look at him, checks down, he's able to get out. Defense breaks down, and there's that man again, Mr. Pitcock, and they move the chains.
8th catch of the night. Now a flag. Oh, nope, thought I saw a flag out. But coming up on the 2-minute mark here. And now Hernandez lines up in a wildcat. Fakes to Corwin, and he keeps it and tackled right away.
Both teams so far, they've had no luck with the run. And both coaches said they want to establish the run, but good job defensively by both teams.
Hilton Mosby on the tackle for the Rams. This drive started for Jenks inside their own 10-yard line. Second and 10, Corwin under pressure again, steps up, scrambles away, now back this side. Oh, late hit out of bounds. Yeah, there's the flag from the referee, and wow.
Yeah.
Unnecessary by Keelan Jones.
Yeah, not a smart play right there by Keelan Jones, definitely out of bounds.
Well, that's going to be a first down for Jenks.
Corin did the smart thing right there of not trying to force nothing downfield and just tried to get out of bounds.
Late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Boy, that's a game changer right there. Take another look, watch him getting out of bounds, and look at Jones stalking him right there, and he gets out of bounds, definitely out of bounds right there, and boy, gave him a hit there.
So that'll put Jenks into Owasso territory at the 37, first and 10. Jenks just one timeout. They had to burn 2 earlier in the first quarter. Pass thrown, incomplete.
Boy, defended well that time.
Dawson Adams has been all over the place.
Yes, he has. See Jenks not afraid to go downfield, a little pump, lets it go, and watch Adams does a good job locating the football and batting it away.
Pass intended for Bo Estes. Second and 10. Corwin to pass, pressure's on. Picked off. That one is intercepted by Cortrey Alexander, and he's off to the races and finally tackled. I think Corwin is the one who made the tackle.
And you see Alexander's big play capability. I mean, this guy is a big-time player. You talk about 6'4", 255. And look, able to turn, guard the receiver, then make it miss and keep running. He said, Coach, I used to be a little running back. I can run it a little bit. Take a look at the big fella. And that's a big-time play defensively with the minute left to keep Jenks off the board. That time I felt Corwin kind of underthrew the receiver on that one. Had him open, but had to get it over the large frame of Alexander, and Alexander able to come away with the interception.
Yeah, almost like he was just trying to float it into him instead of putting it out there. First down. Keeney, pass complete. Clock will continue to run, and it looks like now Owasso may call a timeout. Mario Kirby with the catch. This is the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on YurView.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, he's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
A lot of the Owasso students out here enjoying this game on this Saturday before Thanksgiving. Rod was talking turkey and dressing during that last break. It's fired up. And that pass by Keeney on second down, incomplete. Thanksgiving, can you believe it's next week already?
Man.
Christmas is 5 weeks.
Gonna mess up a lot of diets.
I messed mine up between games. I went and got some conies. That'll be a 3rd down now for Owasso. 50 seconds to go. They still have 2 timeouts left, so plenty of time for the Rams.
See if they go deep. Try to go downfield.
They do. Over the middle. Nobody there. They were looking for Proctor.
Boy, great pressure up front. Jenks been really impressed with how they have played up front.
Now, if you're Owasso, what do you go for it?
Call timeout first.
Bill Blankenship wants a timeout to think about it. But you're right, the Jenks defense, Rod. I mean, earlier in the year, Owasso scored 48. I think 7 of that was off a Josh Proctor 100-yard interception return. Bixby put 35 on him. Union put 59 on him. Springdale shut him out 29-0. And then they went on a 7-game winning streak. But all in all, they're scoring 34 a game. Defensively, they're only giving up 24 points a game. So they've kind of come back to earth a little bit after those first 4 games. And defensively have played a lot better.
Yes, they have. And I figure with everything going on, they're playing inspired football. That I always say, when you have that tradition, it just does something. And everybody was ready to jump off the bridge when they started off like that, and the coaches and people who have been around knew that they would be back in the hunt.
They're going to give it to Proctor on the Wildcat. Nice block outside. He runs a defender over him, but he got a great block. I think it was Cabrera that blocked for him and opened up a hole, and that's a 1st down for the Rams.
Right, when you need a play, get it to your playmakers. Watch Cabrera give you a good block there, and watch, boom, lower the shoulder and go forward and get the 1st down.
Mitchell Colquitt, 6 foot, 204 pounds. Kind of holding on for dear life.
A lot of time left with this high-powered offense.
He got out of bounds and stopped the clock. Keeney back in there. He's going deep. This time it's caught. Cabrera, no, Sisson.
And there's a play you talk about.
At the 1.
Plenty of time for this team. They can be very explosive. Take another look. It's going to go downfield, just a little go route. Locates the ball right there. Boy, right at the end.
What a catch.
And that was good defense. And right at the end, it kind of veered to the left, and he was able to come away with the catch.
20 seconds in the half. Plenty of time. Keeney's going to keep. Touchdown, Rams. They strike first.
And they can strike in a hurry. The big play capability of the Rams. Get them on the board first, and Keeney take another look. They're going to get up in there and, boy, take the contact and get in the end zone. Limit big plays. Owasso's big play was first.
PAT is up and good. Christian Johnson splits the upright, so it took 23 minutes, 42 seconds. Somebody finally scored. It was the Rams. After a Jenks turnover, Cortre Alexander, the interception, got him close to midfield, and then Josh Proctor, success on a 4th and 2 to give him a 1st down and then to go deep.
And you always feel good as a coach when you can turn your turnovers into points. As you said, Cortre Alexander with the interception, and then you look up and Keeney's able to punch it in. I mean, that definitely some momentum going into halftime. And that's what you got to do if you're Owasso, weather the storm and stay out in head of it. And what I mean by that, as we said earlier, they've never been in this situation. New territory, but if you can stay out in front, you like your chances.
Ensuing kickoff. And returned out to the 32. 6 plays, 58 yards, 46 seconds. As Mike Davis calls for the scoring drive, and Rod, take it away.
Boy, you take a look at it. It started early, going to go downfield. Just a straight go route. Able to find that man, number 80 right there, Sessions. Able, and then this guy, Keeney, he's going to take it in, punch it in. 6 plays, 58 yards, 1-yard touchdown run for Keeney to give the Rams their first touchdown and the first lead, 7-0 over the Trojans.
Jenks will take a knee. They deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half. And that'll do it. The first 24 minutes is in the books. Kind of lived up to the billing we thought it would. As Owasso has a 7-0 lead. Rams trying to get to the state championship game and do another rematch with Union, but they've still got another half to play in this one. They did take advantage of that turnover to put their team in a position to put some points on the board, and then a big play from Keeney downfield to Sisson. We're joined now by Bill Blankenship. Coach, kind of a back and forth first half, but that last 46 seconds beneficial to you guys.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of defense being played, both sides. The turnovers, like we talked about before the game, that's going to be huge. We've got to finish drives on offense, but our defense, I love the way they're playing right now. Big catch by Tyrese.
Coach, you told me before the game your guys have to weather the storm, and you said it will be a different game coming into. How do you think you weather the storm in that first half, especially with that score to go into halftime?
Well, I think the big thing was the goal line stand when we got the ball. They were getting ready to go up 7-0, and we get the ball down there, and so the whole first half, I keep looking at the clock. Is it really 0-0? You know, because it's a lot of back and forth, but that's what you get at this level.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it. Bill Blankenship, the head coach of the Owasso Rams.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in. No thanks, Santa. I got this. Hey, it looks a little tight. Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Halftime on Game Time is brought to you by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Tune in each week as we bring you some of the best players in the nation all fall long.
It's the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. It's the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Owasso leads Jenks 7-0. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson, along with our Game Time YurView crew. We're at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa in a great atmosphere. Let's go ahead and check out the first half highlights, Rod.
And boy, we had a defensive battle, and boy, it came down right here. We talk about defense. Owasso back against the wall right there, able to come away with the fumble and not allow Jenks to score. Then a little quick out Sessions able to get that first down, and that was a key play for this team to get out of the territory. They wouldn't score then, but big time play. And they come right back in the fumble again by Jenks. Loose ball, loose ball. I believe Jenks came away with that one. You're trying to look downfield, the deflection up in the air. Boom, takes a hard hit right there. And boy, with some hard hitting in this game early. Another fumble right here, and I believe Jenks is going to come away with that one. The turnover by Owasso. Jenks driving, trying to make it happen right here, looking downfield. A lot of trouble. Big time play by Palmer. Able to come up with the sack. Now you take a look, Corwin looking downfield. Interception. That man Dawson Adams, he's been all over the field tonight, making big plays defensively for this Owasso team. Looking to trying to make something happen. Jenks again, looking downfield. Cortrey Alexander, the big fella. Hey, he said, hey, I can guard a receiver, coach. Now turn into a running back, trying to run that football. Big time play for him as Jenks was driving. Now, looking downfield, you get the turnover, you turn the turnover into points. You find that man again, number 80, Mr. Tyree Session. Then you get this man, Mr. Keeney. The fake, gets in the end zone, punches it for the touchdown. Rams up 7-0 at the half.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, he's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
We're back at Chapman Stadium, Rod. It's halftime of the 6A1 semifinal game. The winner of this takes on Union in the championship game in 2 weeks. Man, we've had a ton of football in the state going all the way back to August, and a bunch of games here on YurView. Let's take a look at the 2017 season to remember from the Ford game of the week. And it started week 0 with these two teams battling August 25th.
And Mr. Proctor coming away with maybe the play of the season. 100-yard interception for a return. Nobody would catch him. Big time play. Ohio State. You say he's coming. That's the way we started the season off, and how about that? Then Mr. Wicks coming back. Gonna come across, and hey, he makes our all-shoe team, making people miss. But look at the gold shoes, not the white shoes. Look at the gold shoes right there. He is going to get it in for the end zone. Big time play by that young man.
Yeah, Deer Creek beats Southmore. Midwest City at Booker T. Bomber quarterback Preston Colbert. Pass tip, and then Midwest City's Del Claudio Irvin picks it out of the air. 39 yards for the touchdown, but then our friend Rylan McQuarters on the punt return to give BTW the win.
And you know Mr. McQuarters can get it done. He will make you miss the cutback and turn on the wheels right here. He's going to win in a foot race, and he's going to give you a little dance here after he's done. There it is right there. He just give you a little bit. Big time play, Mr. McQuarters.
The Hornets are playing Lawton tonight in Division 2 of 6A. Union Jenks. The backyard bowl. CJ Moore, turn on the Jets.
Turn them on. And when you get there, young fella, just set the ball down real politely and walk off. CJ Moore, backyard bowl.
Union wins at 59-40. Then the next night, Choctaw, Zane Coleman.
How about that? Turning on the wheels against Sand Springs and getting it done, Mr. Coleman.
They win it 21-20. Week 3, Norman and Moore quarterback Daniel Highshaw, 21 rushes, 253, and 5 touchdowns. Look at his wheels.
Man, how about making them miss and picking them up and putting them down? Number 2, Mr. Highshaw, in for the touchdown. Impressive run.
He also had 2 interceptions as Moore won it by 8. Isaac Stoops, how about this spectacular catch?
Oh, so good. I think we need to see that one again right here. Check him out again. Watch Isaac Stoops go up and get it and make the play right there. Also an outstanding basketball player. Watch for him on the court for Norman North.
They beat Santa Fe 45-13. Week 4, Broken Arrow at UConn. UConn's Perry Olson pitches to Parker Kinley, and nobody touches it.
Hey, squared his shoulders up and got down the field. Young man can run. He didn't want to stop right there. Big run for UConn.
BA won 56-20. Wayne Jones, we're seeing him tonight. You're seeing him again. This has to be the wildest interception I've ever seen, right?
Hey, I tell him all the time, his dad was an outstanding player. He wouldn't have made that play right there. Wayne Jones, Kansas State, he's coming. Big time play against Union. Look at the state of mind right there to come. Hey, pick it up and get it downfield.
Union won in double overtime, 44-41. Noah Cortez, whoop, jumping and off to the races.
And off to the races. This young man can go. Leading rusher in 6A, getting it done and punching it in for the Broken Arrow Tigers.
He had 219 in the win over Westmore. Week 8, Sand Springs, Booker T opening kickoff. This was over, and they won it 40-0.
And how about Mr. Cooks, all her team? We call him Hammer. Nice cutback, nice move. Way you start the game right here. No one would touch him. I got a feeling we may see him again in these highlights. He's had some outstanding plays this year.
Coming up next, week 9 against Bixby.
There he is again. Watch Mr. Cooks. He showed you he can run. Now he's going to show you he can dance. He's going to take his time here. Juke, watch him shake 2 out. Boom, they run into each other like the Three Stooges right there. And Mr. Cooks would not be denied getting into the end zone. That young man can play.
And if they win tonight, they'll play Bixby again in the state title game in 2 weeks. And then Mbari Snoddy of Santa Fe as they battle Jenks in week 10. 38-yard touchdown, but then it was too much Noah Hernandez. Our buddy Steve Marshall said he looks like a fullback, runs like a tailback as he returns his kick.
And he said, I'll run over you and I'll also run from you right here. And watch Hernandez turn on the wheels, the big fella, getting down the field. I play fullback, I can also run. And he's getting it done for the Trojans.
It's been an exciting year of high school football action on YurView. What was the play of the year?
The play of the year was me drinking hot chocolate. We got to get that settled. Come on, who's in the truck out there? My goodness.
Oh, they're gonna give it to us in 10 seconds. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in. No thanks, Santa. I got this. Hey, it looks a little tight. Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now, current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
We're back on YurView, the Ford Game of the Week. All right, let's take a look at what happened earlier today. 11 a.m. kickoff, Broken Arrow Union. The Redskins have now won 14 straight over the Tigers. And it was pretty much a defensive battle. Not a lot through the air, but on the ground, Darius Boone, who had 2 touchdowns. This is his first one from 37 yards out.
Yeah, he was very effective running the football. Passing game wasn't strong for both teams. The wind was blowing really strong, but this guy was getting it done. The offensive line up front giving him a great hole to run through, and boy, he definitely took advantage and got it done for the Redskins.
That made it 14-0. BA was trying to rally. Lafayette Wright in all kinds of trouble, and Landon Wood says, I'll take the trouble out of your hands and go 60 the other way.
And take it to the house, and really to seal this game, Landon Wood right there able to get it done with the interception. And hey, get his Union Redskins back in the championship game with the win over Broken Arrow. And of course, they will face the winner of this game we have going on now, so it should be good. Top 4 teams in the state able to get it done.
6-8-2, Bixby a winner earlier today, 14-12 over Midwest City. The Bombers scored late, went for 2, unable to tie it up. Bixby now in line to get a 4-peat. They'll take on the winner of Booker T and Lawton, which they'll kick off here in about 45 minutes.
And how about the job Lauren Montgomery has done with his team? Nobody really gave them a chance in that game, including me. I thought Midwest City would win. Bixby gets it done.
In Class 5A, only 1 team from the east side left, 3 west side teams still in action.
Yeah, and you talk about Carl Albert, a lot of tradition there. McGinnis, Noble, and Sky took. You know, going to be interesting to see how that 5A shakes out.
In Class 4A, as we move on to the next bracket, Heritage Hall and Blanchard with a huge upset last night. Wagner's 48-game winning streak and back-to-back state championship run is over.
And how about that? Blanchard getting it done. Heritage Hall, always a powerhouse there. Ada and Bethany, but definitely the upset when you talk about Wagner trying to go and win another state championship. Blanchard knocks him out.
And Oolaga, who everybody thought was going to face Wagner in the championship, they were bounced by Ada last night. Moving on the bracket to Class 3A.
3A, and what we got here?
How about that? Beggs.
How about my Beggs
Big win
Demons?
last night.
Oh, huge win over Lincoln Christian. Now they got Oklahoma Christian. They like the Christians. And so when you talk about the Beggs Demons, haven't won a state championship since 1975. That's the year I was born, Zig. So the Demons trying to get it done.
Sulphur, Sperry Jones, Tahlequah, Sequoia, Marshall, and Idabel also march on.
Watch Jones, very good.
And in Class 2A, Holland Hall, their undefeated season continues, and they've got Davis, the Wolves, and their triple option will get Holland Hall and Tag Gross will have their hands full.
Holland Hall, very good team. You talk about Millwood, very good. We always have the discussion. You know, we're at the hospital with my man, Dr. Chalk, and Holland Hall, very talented. He said, hey, watch that team, him and his son, Zach, and daughter, Kate. They like Holland Hall and what they're able to try to do, but that Millwood team, very, very good.
All right, that's a look at the brackets. We'll be back. More halftime here. It's the Ford Game of the Week. Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
We're gonna find a spot.
We'll find a spot.
Really good. Yeah, you did. They're behind me. Here I am.
Did the Fusion just do that?
Fusion just stopped on its own.
Whoa.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 Fusion during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
We're back at the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. The same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Rod, the first half stats. See how things shake out between these two teams. Owasso 39 yards rushing, and you talked about it, the rushing attack not really working for either team. Jenks just 4 yards on the ground.
Well, both teams' game plan is definitely working when you talk about stopping the run. They've definitely done that. Look at the passing yards, 145, 130. Total yards, 184, 134. You look at first downs, even the turnovers, 3 right there for this Jenks team. You talk about Will Keeney, 1-yard touchdown run. Ian Curran, he's 11-15, 130 yards, 2 INTs. So definitely a defensive struggle. Be interested to see when you have 2 outstanding coaches like these guys, the adjustments they make at the half, and what we're talking about at the end of this game, Zig.
Yeah, the turnovers definitely have to be a key of what went on here in this first half. Both teams defensively playing very tough and strong, and then just it's kind of been out of whack for both teams, almost like a greased pig. Alan Trimble now joining us. And Coach, when we talked to you before the game, you said turnovers that were big, which they always are, but you guys fumble inside the 5 and then the pick late to set up Owasso's TD.
I tell you, it's frustrating, but I tell you, just credit Owasso. They're playing super hard. And I told our kids at halftime I couldn't be more proud of them. We played with great effort and tons of great plays, Zig. So hopefully we can come out and play a little bit cleaner this half. We get the ball here on the kickoff.
Coach, your defense really looked impressive, especially up front. You talked about establishing the run. You have to be happy with the way they played up front.
Well, we're getting after it. Krager and Miller both, and Reagan Stevenson inside. Really proud of those 3 seniors. They're getting after it, and hopefully they can continue that.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
You bet, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Alan Trimble, the head coach of the Jenks Trojans. 22nd season, Rod. 242 overall wins. How about the Mazio's MVP look back? These are the guys that we highlighted in the open. Bryce Cabrera, 4 rushes, 10 yards. Noah Hernandez, 4 rushes, 3 yards.
Hey, we almost have more yards. Credit to both teams' defense and what they've been able to do. Let's see if these defenses can contain these 2 guys who are very outstanding players in this second half.
If you want to, you can text MVP to 664-444. The folks at Mazio's will send you a coupon code back, and that's good for a large 1-topping pizza, $5. You cannot beat that deal. So just text MVP to 664-444. Appreciate the folks at Mazio's being a sponsor of our Game Time YurView broadcast all season long. Also, the Farm Bureau Insurance. This is the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. The same Farm Bureau you've always trusted. Now, even better. Second half kickoff, about 30 seconds away. Rod, your keys to the second half.
Yeah, and I think when you look at this Jenks team, they just have to take care of the football, protect the football, no turnovers. Their defense had played extremely well. They have to be pleased with the way they play, try to establish that running game a little bit more, but keep taking chances downfield. And if you're Owasso coming in, you want to keep getting your playmakers the ball. Find Proctor, try to make some plays. Defensively, they're doing a tremendous job also. So pretty much every team is pretty much even. Take care of the football and come out in the second half and realize, hey, you need to play the best second half you can. If you don't, you go home. If you win, you're playing for a state championship.
And they talked a lot about ball security in the locker room, not only on Jenks side, but Owasso side as well. The coaches always say that, and it's always a key, because you turn the ball over, you lose a possession, you give the other team an opportunity to score. But even more important in a game like tonight, and when you have a chance to score like Jenks did in the first quarter down inside the 5, and they fumble it twice. One they got back, the other one they did not, and then the interception by Cortre Alexander, the second interception of the night from Ian Corwin. That set up Owasso and put them in a position to score and get points on the board.
Yeah, definitely did. And so it's going to be interesting to see, how this Jenks team responds, and they can keep up the play.
Alex Height set to kick off. Will Cox, Noah Hernandez deep for Jenks. Second half underway. It'll be the last half of football for one of these teams for 2017. It's going to be Cox at the 5. Had a little bit of running room, and then he got nailed. Kewan Hay laid the hay to him at about the 20, and that's where Jenks will start this second half. Ian Corwin passing in the first half. was 11 out of 15 for 130 yards, but he also had those 2 interceptions. Jenks has got to get something going for Hernandez, averaging 7.5 yards a carry. Tonight, 4 carries, 3 yards. Not anywhere near that average. There should be a 0 after that 3 if he was on point. And Hernandez again just stuffed, and a lot, I mean, it's nothing he's doing wrong. A lot of credit goes to the Owasso defensive front.
You know, and that's the part that you get into. Talk about how important the trenches is. Those guys in their trenches, they don't get their name called a lot, but they are the key to you running the ball and stopping the run. Both teams doing extremely a good job, and so when you look at this Owasso team defensively, boy, they are doing a good job containing the run.
We're talking about Cortre Alexander, Hilton Mosby, Tyler Moody, Darius Palmer up front for Owasso. There's Pitcock again. Called his name a lot in the first half, and his first catch here in the second half.
That's a nice play, and Pitcock, you know, we talked about nice fake right there, and look at Pitcock. Wagner's going to draw a lot of attention, and Pitcock, boy, he's making plays right now for his team.
A lot of movement up front for the Rams. They were not really set defensively. Hernandez, biggest run of the night. It's off to the races.
That's what Hernandez can do. There you show you getting through the line of scrimmage, and again showing you the wheels. This guy is a guy that has returned some punts for touchdowns for this Jenks team. And boy, watch him burst through the line of scrimmage right here. He can definitely run through you right here. Now watch him turn on the wheels and get downfield. Boy, big time run for the Trojans.
48-yard scamper, and Hernandez brings the offense to life, but part of that, Owasso wasn't set on their defensive front, Rod. They were still shifting around. Jenks took advantage inside the 10. Hernandez again. Bounces off tacklers. He fumbled. Ball rolling into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. It's going to go over to the Rams. Wow. Another fumble.
Take another look.
For Jenks.
Watch him bounce outside right here. And gets outside. The defense able to knock it loose. Ball is loose.
It went out of bounds in the end zone, so it goes over to Owasso at the 20-yard line, but another turnover for the Trojans.
And we talked about turnovers right there, and boy, knocking on the door again. Very capable. So you got to protect the football.
And off to Cabrera. He gets popped, spins forward for about 4. Maybe they actually got 6 on that run. So 6 on the first down carry by Bryce Cabrera. The turnover bug has kind of bit this Jenks team all season long.
Yes, it has. Well, he can make you miss.
He did there.
And that's what he can do. And you see why Blankenship said every down he's the hardest runner I've coached. You take another look, watch him make you miss. Gonna get outside, makes one miss, another miss. Now turn on the wheels and get downfield, young man.
Where they marked him out of bounds at the 45, 29-yard run. So 2 plays from Cabrera. 35 yards total in 2 runs. Real quick, the running game now active for both teams. It's off life support. Cabrera powers his way. Again, down to the near the 40. So 3 straight runs for him, and he may need a breather. Nope, instead they're going to split him out to play receiver on this second down play. Again, quick pass to Josh Proctor.
And you see how you get him in space. He can make that first guy miss. Take another look. Quick out to him. First guy he makes miss, picks up more yards. They just keep coming at you.
And they're going to do it again.
Good defense that time.
This time Jenks there to make the stop, and it's Noah Hernandez who spins him around. Obviously a little frustrated with the fumble he had on that last series for Jenks as they were marching to score. Second time they've been in the red zone, in fact inside the 5-yard line, Rod, and they've turned it over. Proctor now checks out on this one. Chin and Sisson wide to the right. Cabrera in motion. He's hit on the run from Keeney and close to another first down for the Rams.
And you see, you talk about Cabrera and what he's able to bring. A good receiver out of that backfield. Just get it to him in all different kind of ways. Good blocking up front.
Keeney on the keeper. He was stopped short of the first down. Good defense by Jenks that time.
Yes, definitely was. With the playmakers you have, you definitely probably go for it.
4th and 1 now for the Rams.
They're going to call a timeout and talk about it, I'm sure.
Plenty of time on the play clock with 15 to go. Keeney keeps it after faking to Cabrera, and it's a first down. He's still on his feet. Finally goes down at the 20.
Big play by Keeney. Saying, hey, don't forget about me. I can also run it too.
He can. He's rushed for 243 yards coming into this game. Owasso trying to take advantage of another Trojan turnover. Now Proctor in the Wildcat. Bobbles the snap. Wants to go left. Has a little bit of blocking. Fumbled it. Man, there must be grease on that football. Nobody wants to hang on to it, do they? Tyrese Sisson is there to recover it.
Just think. I mean, good play, lost that football, ripped out his hands.
Fly sweep to Sisson.
Good defense.
He stopped short of the first. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. You got to get right down to about the 10-yard line for a first down. Flags fly and probably motion, and it was against the Rams.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 8 for the Rams. Keeney looking to pass. Tyrese Sisson. Close to the first down. He had to get to the 10. He's going to be just short. And now a big decision for Coach Bill Blankenship. Well, he lunged forward. He spotted at the 11. It's almost a full yard on 4th down.
I think he goes for it.
Last time they tried this, it was a fumble on the snap. Keeney's got it, 1st down and more. He may score. He dives in. Touchdown, Owasso.
How about that? Keeney just kind of sneaking behind his blockers, and he's kind of lost his location. You're taking a look, just sneaking right here, and just kind of slides off. Boy, dives and gets into the end zone. Impressive drive after the turnover for the Owasso Rams.
80-yard drive to get downfield, and it's 14-0 Owasso. Or 13, about to be 14-0. Up and good. Owasso up 14-0, halfway through the 3rd. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on YurView.
Oklahoma is not just a state, it's a state of mind. Weoki Credit Union understands what it means to be an Oklahoman. We helped Olivia and Joseph purchase their first home. They know Weoki will never sell their mortgage servicing to the highest bidder. That's because we service our own loans and offer low rates and low fees on purchases and refinances. So Olivia and Joseph can focus on more important things, like painting the kitchen. Weoki Credit Union. We are here for Oklahoma.
We're back at Chapman Stadium. It's the 6A1 semifinal. Jenks in the semifinals for their 12th straight year. Allen Trimble 20 times in 22 years. The Trojans 23 semifinal appearances over the last 26. Owasso 3rd time in the last 12 years. So Jenks with the experience, but right now Owasso with the lead, 14-0. Short kickoff. Trojans have decent field position. You talk about the turnovers and how it's impacted Jenks tonight, Rod. You know, they turned the ball over, and this leads to the Owasso touchdown. There it is. Jenks, the first 4 games, they were minus 11 turnover margin. During their 7-game winning streak, they were plus 12.
Talk about this guy.
And then Bryce Cabrera gets things going, and then Will Keeney, 2nd touchdown of the night.
12 plays, 80 yards. Rams feasting off the turnovers of the Trojans. You like that feasting and Thanksgiving coming up?
Yeah, that's coming up. You're ready for a big feast.
See how you tie that in?
Man, I'm telling you, mashed potatoes and gravy and turkey and dressing making my mouth water.
1st down.
False start against Jenks, so back them up 5 more. Can't wait. I have to go run the next 5 days to burn all those calories off before I even eat them.
Feasting.
First and 15 from the 34. Corwin to Pitcock again.
There's that guy Pitcock again. Maybe Jenks just needs a long play where they don't have to stop in the red zone to turn it over.
9 catches, 117 yards, as I mentioned in the first half. He came into the game with only 22 total receptions in the first 11 games.
He is cooking.
He's got almost half that many. 2.5, a little more than 2.5 quarters tonight. Under the outside. I think that was Shelley. Shelley was pushed out of bounds. I didn't think he got any yards. going to bring up a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 5 from the 44. Big 3rd down for Corwin. He's going to keep it, nowhere to go, and wrapped up by Alexander. Wow.
How about the man, Cord Trey?
And Corwin is down.
Alexander, boy.
He is not even moving his right leg.
Oh, and it
bent back.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It definitely did. And
he's in a lot of pain. Ouch. Alexander just blew right through the offensive line, and Corwin had nowhere to go.
There you see warming up.
We'll take a break. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
I didn't have a lot of role models coming up. We didn't have camps. We didn't have anything like this. It's fun seeing their faces. They can't wait to get out there and learn. A lot of these kids are at-risk kids. They can't afford to go to the camp. So we want to make it available for everybody, give everybody a chance. And so we're just trying to make an impact whatever way we can.
And Ian Corwin, helped off the field by the Jenks training staff, hobbled, and that brings in Kittleman at quarterback for the Trojans. Actually, it's 4th down, so they will be punting on this possession. Punt is off and away, and it's hit. You can't advance. That cannot be advanced. That'll be a Jenks ball at the 35 as it landed at the feet of one of the Rams and bounced off his leg, and the Trojans were there to recover it, so it'll be their ball. Nathan Litwiller was there to recover it.
Yeah, wow. You take another look. Boy, big break for Jenks right here. Going down, gonna hit.
Hit number 15 for Owasso, Antoine Overton. On special teams, and coming up with the recovery was Litwiller. It's now Jenks ball, and Owasso's 2nd turnover of the night. Jenks with 4. And in at quarterback for Jenks is Kittleman. He's played sparingly this year. His first chance to do something, and he's under pressure. Throws to the right, nobody even out there. That's going to be an intentional grounding. It should be, because there was no receiver even in the area. There's the flag.
Flag on the play.
It does not matter if the quarterback is out of the pocket. Intentional grounding on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So 10
loss of down.
5-yard penalty from the spot, so that puts Jenks back into their own territory. Stephen Kittleman is a freshman, 5'10", 160-pounder. It's not Matthew Minix, it is Stephen Kittleman.
Yes, it is. Kittleman, very capable, used to being a leader, plays point guard in basketball, an outstanding quarterback. So
bad snap, he picks it up, and he bounced it to Hernandez. So it was almost like a bounce pass to him, Rod, where he got it. But then he bounced it to Hernandez, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for Jenks. And the Sharks of the Owasso defense are just seeing blood in the water, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They're kind of feeling it right now.
What a way to come into a game as a freshman. Under pressure, gets it out to Hernandez. And he is just swarmed under at the 45. And that'll be it. Jenks got a turnover. They were at Owasso's 36. They're now at their own 45, and they're going to have to punt again. Max Merritt will have to trot back out there.
Yeah, and watch Poole come into your screen and make the play right there. And boy, kind of a danger zone right now when you talk about Jenks. They have to be very careful.
I think this is about where he was punting from on the last time he kicked the ball. The 46. Left footer. Picked up at the 6-yard, or Sam Thompson at about the 26 before he's pulled down in that area, and a flag comes flying in late. Maybe a little frustration from Jenks.
Yeah, and it's going to be on Jenks.
The officials talking.
Personal foul, late hit on the kicking team. 15 yards from the end of the run. First out.
It's Owasso up near midfield. Almost to the 48-yard line. The nose of the ball right at the 48. Oh, I said 48, it's 43. Thank you, Andy. We've been out here since about, what, 8 o'clock this morning? Yeah. That's no excuse, I know, but yeah, I was looking at the wrong yard marker. 43, Bryce Cabrera. He gets it across the 45, closer to the 48 where I thought they were going to start from. Andy Casey helping us out, doing our stats today for both games. Rod doing a great job.
Yes, he is. What would we do without him?
Keeping us in check. 4 receivers for the Rams. And to Proctor again. We've seen this play 4 or 5 times tonight. Second down, they pick up a couple of more. That's going to bring it 3rd. About 5. Keeney again. He's under duress. That ball bounced, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Rams will probably want to punt it, pin Jenks deep.
Yeah, big fellow Trevion Sear chasing him down. Good job defensively by the Trojans.
Yeah, Jenks defense has done its job tonight, Rod. It's unfortunate the turnovers by the offense has impacted their chance to score. And a fair catch by Will Cox. And they'll start back at the 24. Stephen Kittleman trots back out there. Didn't have a whole lot of time to get nervous. Corwin got hurt, they punted, got the ball right back, and he was out there. Now he's had a little time to catch his breath, talk to the coaches, and figure out what they want to do. And he hands it off. Goes to Shelley. Jacob Shelley, a nice gain across the 30.
Yeah, that's a good run by Shelley. Good strong run by him to get some positive yards. Stiff arm, able to get outside.
Dawson Adams in on the tackle. He's been all over the field tonight. Kittleman under heat. He goes down.
Boy, nowhere to go that time. Defense.
Keelan Jones again.
And there he is. Mr. Jones coming to your screen. Boy.
Jenks may let the quarter run out. They haven't set the play clock yet. Probably will to talk to their quarterback. The final 12 minutes of this semifinal. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in. No thanks, Santa. I got this. It looks a little tight. Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now, current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Oklahoma is not just a state, it's a state of mind. Weoki Credit Union understands what it means to be an Oklahoman. We help the Bennett family lower their auto loan payment by $227 each month. We remove the burden of an 18% loan and provided them with a loan rate they can afford. With a little extra money each month, we helped an Oklahoma family do something important. Smile. Weoki Credit Union. We are here for Oklahoma.
We're back at Chapman Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson, our Ford Game of the Week. And our Game Time YurView crew with you on this Saturday night, second game of our doubleheader. Kittleman pass complete. And was that to Pitcock again? No, that was to the tight end that time, number 90, Dylan O'Keefe. Nice play and a big first down for the Trojans as we start quarter number 4.
Taking another look, boy. Nice poise right there in the pocket. Outstanding play. One tackle away from getting some big yards, but moving the chains. Nice job by Kettleman. And you can see, even as a freshman, pretty poised back there.
And here come the Rams on the blitz. Kittleman throws deep to Wagner, and it's picked off by Josh Proctor.
Man, Josh Proctor going up. May have been shaken up a little bit, but going up.
I think he came down on his face, but a INT and another Jenks turnover, number 5 for the Trojans tonight.
Taking a look, Kettleman let it go, looking for Wagner. Proctor reads it all the way, goes up. Oh man, falls hard.
Kept down right on his head. Kittleman again, just out there. And Wagner triple teamed on that play. If you're Owasso, Rod, think you want to run the ball and burn some clock. Cabrera. Flag comes in, probably going to have a hold on the Rams offensive line. Ethan Rowland, the referee.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
This is a veteran crew who's worked together, and they do a great job of game management and keeping things moving along. There's not a lot of wasted time of on-field discussions about what happened, why are we doing this, where are we going. Set the ball, run the clock, and get things moving. Cabrera, big hole. Crossed the 35, up to the 40, picked up the penalty yards and more. Back in business is Owasso. Just enough of a crease right there, Rod, to get through the defense.
And that's what he can do. You see him getting loose now. Hard runner, going to run the same as Coach Blankenship said the first quarter and in the fourth quarter as he does the first quarter.
8 rushes, 65 yards. I said earlier he averages 8 yards a carry. He wasn't earlier in the game, now he is. He's had a couple of big runs, and Keeney goes down in the backfield, and Jenks defensive front doing their work. Trayvon Miller makes the play for Jenks, also in Stephen Krager. Ten seconds on the play clock, a 3rd and 6. Keeney throws to a wide open Tyrese Sisson.
Doing a good job, gets right in the teeth of that zone and able to come away with the catch.
That's a first down for the Rams.
And you see this offense kind of settling in for the Rams. Keeney able to find him right there, and good catch by Session.
They tried a fly sweep that time, and it didn't go anywhere. Devin Tyler wrapped up by the Jenks defense, who read that one.
Yeah, and that's a nice play right there. Number 13, Mitchell Culkin, comes up with the tackle. Big Mitch. Good play.
Culkin, the team's leading tackler. You see Corwin limping on the sidelines. Thinking he's wanting to come back in, but see what Alan Trimble decides to do about that. Now 3rd down for Owasso. Just under 9 minutes at 8:59 to go in this football game. A lot of movement on that Owasso side. Pass complete to Sam Thompson.
Good defense by the Trojans. Again, that's a nice play. Drake Vanoy able to come up with the tackle.
And Thompson comes up a little bit hobbled. If he's cramping, he's grabbing his knee, back of his knee.
He already has a brace on that knee.
Both these teams really just fighting and playing hard. Rod, it's November. You know what that means. Bouncing basketballs.
Can't you smell the courts right now?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you what. Our first high school basketball action coming your way Thursday, December 3rd. Starts at 3:30 in Edmond. It's the Open Basketball Tournament, co-hosted by Edmond North and Edmond Santa Fe. You're going to see Lawton Ike versus Edmond North. These games will be played at Edmond North, at Midwest City at Edmond Memorial, Muskogee and Santa Fe, and then Norman versus Northwest Clawson.
Yeah, should be good. You know, a lot of good teams. Edmond North, of course, defending champion, Class 6A. Terry Evans always does a tremendous job with that team. Edmond Memorial's much improved. Muskogee, Josh Berry has that team playing well. And Edmond Santa Fe, Carry-On Knight, he's an outstanding player. Norman, Rodney Dindy, second year, him and Kermit Holmes coaching that team. A lot of talent, Northwest Classen. So definitely a loaded field. And boy, what a way to kick off high school hoops. You know, in your view, it's going to be some outstanding games in this matchup. Lawton Ike, some outstanding players also. So a loaded field in that tournament should be fun, Zig.
Quadruple header to start things off.
How about that?
And the Rams move. Wow. Big break for Owasso there.
False start on the offense.
Movement on the line of
5-yard
scrimmage.
penalty.
The snap was high over Alex Height's head. That might have been trouble for the Rams and good news for Jenks. This is the 100th season of football in Jenks. Can you believe that? Centennial. Wow. That ball is fumbled, and who's got it? Referee's trying to unpile everybody. Wayne Jones is just stuck there. Jenks somehow came up with it.
Very fortunate that time.
And Will Cox, he muffed the punt and actually ended up coming up with the ball at the end. Right there. And, well, I don't know how he came back up with that, but he did. Look at that, Ian Corwin, Rod, back out there. Maybe at 50% the way he trotted out on the field. 8:19 to go in this one.
I think for Barry's better storyline if he can lead them back to victory.
Jacob Shelley with the carry.
If you Jenks, you got to start looking downfield now. You're coming up on the 8-minute mark. You got to start looking downfield. Got to get some points on the board.
4 wide receivers for the Trojans. Bad snap, Corwin's got it, and he cannot go anywhere.
Yeah, not mobile at all.
Yeah, wow.
And a tough snap. 44, Severs on the tackle.
And there you see Corwin just can't do anything. That defensive front for the Rams. Carson Kropp get up there. Alexander. Palmer. Here they come again.
Boy, now you see again, Keelan Jones. I believe with the season he's had, he's going to play himself into some scholarship offers.
Take a look at number 5.
Doing a tremendous job, him and Wayne Jones, first cousins, brothers, sons, and special for those two, CJ and Hurl Jr. And be able to have your sons raised together and be able to compete at a high level, and if you take care of business, have a chance to win a state championship.
Punt by Max Merritt. Rugby style, gets it downfield. 6 minutes to go, and I watched Ian Corwin as he hobbled off to the sidelines. Alan Trimble met him, and I think the coach was telling him, hey, we don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to send you back out there. You're a junior, you got a baseball career, and then we've got to have you back for your senior season. And obviously, Corwin very frustrated with the injury, Rod, not being able to compete. You're a competitor like the rest of us, and you don't want to not go out there, but you got to be smart about it too, don't you?
Yeah, you definitely do. You want to look down the road. You don't want to look back and realize, I think it's good with him having no mobility. So using Proctor.
And the Rams quickly huddle up, break their huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and a quick snap pitch out to Proctor, and hoping to maybe catch Jenks off guard. Instead, he only gains about 3 or 4 yards, maybe 5. Okay, do my better math. How about 6? Cabrera, right up the gut. Jenks defensively too, Rod. Their front four has done a nice job.
Yeah, they have. They definitely have done a very good job when you talk about trying to contain the run, this high-powered offense. As we said, you know, this Owasso team, they score a lot of points. They put up a lot of points, and to be at 14 right now with 5:36 left in this fourth quarter is very, very impressive.
Now Proctor in the Wildcat. Rolling right, big hole, first down. And Mulkin, or rather Mitchell Culkin with the tackle, but he'd already picked up the first, so Owasso's going to hang on to it. Yeah, as we mentioned, Owasso averages 50 points a game. So for Jenks to hold them to 14, a touchdown right before the half, and then after a turnover, an 80-yard drive in the third quarter. 5 on the play clock. Keeney swarmed under. They tried to catch Jenks with a fake on a pitch and hoped to look up and see a receiver running wide open, but the Trojans defended it well.
Yeah, big time play that time. Number 69. Stephen Krager. Seeing the senior, 6'1", 265, and no quitting this Jenks team, and you see Owasso taking their time.
Cabrera, maybe got 2 or 3. If you're Owasso, that's fine. You don't have a problem with that. The clock continues to move as we near the 4-minute mark. Both teams still have 3 timeouts, and as I say that, Alan Trimble calls his first on a 3rd and 15. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on YurView.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, he's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
14-0, Owasso with the lead, 4:05 to go in this semifinal game. The winner of this will take on Union in 2 weeks. The Redskins beat Broken Arrow earlier today, 21-0, behind the strength of Darius Boone's 2 touchdowns. Here's a screen pass to Cabrera, got huge blocking in front of him. It's a first down and more to the 30, breaking tackle, still on his feet. That's going to be a touchdown for the Rams, 54 yards.
How about that? Cabrera. He is a hard runner, and now the Owasso faithful, they can taste victory right now. You take another look, watch here. The screen pass, now watch, got blockers up front. Tremendous job of blocking downfield. Boy, he's making people miss, picked up a good block. Now turn on the wheels and run like a madman. Cabrera into the end zone.
A.J. Wright, number 72. Jason Bell, number 78, the offensive lineman. Part of the crew down there helping lead the way. And the PAT is good with 3:52 to go. Don't miss any of the action. Go to YurView.com/football for the Game Time newsletter. Sign up. Get the previous week's highlights, stories, recruiting news, along with a preview of the upcoming week's matchups delivered straight to your inbox. That is the Game Time newsletter at YurView.com/football.
A lot of people watching. My man Glenn from Vian said, hey, you talked about Holland Hall, you talked about Millwood, don't forget about Vian. Don't forget about Vian. The Wolverines, don't forget about them in the state. They're in the playoffs also trying to get it done. Say, I won't forget about you.
Rod's getting ready to head downstairs. He'll be doing the post-game interviews. Talk to Bill Blankenship. Somebody from the Rams, and we're going to effort to get an interview with head coach Alan Trimble of the Jenks Trojans. There's been some talk and speculation that this might be his last season at Jenks. Alex Height set to kick it off. A little pooch kick. And a short one, and pushed right down at the 40-yard line. Mitchell Culkin. And let's take a look at that last scoring drive. Bryce Cabrera. A nice run here after a penalty. Got all the penalty yards back and then some. And then on third down, the screen pass resulting in a 54-yard touchdown. 6 plays, 62 yards, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. And Owasso has a 21-0 advantage. Could we have the same exact score in both games? Nearly an interception by number 42, Carson Kropp. Stephen Kittleman is back in the game, the freshman quarterback for Jenks. Ian Corwin done for the night. He tried to come in. He had hurt his knee about 3 series ago for Jenks, and it's been Kittleman ever since. Second down, he hits Pitcock. Blake Pitcock has had a huge night receiving for Jenks. Take another look. Just finds that seam in the Owasso defense. And he picks up about 5 or 6. 10 catches, 123 yards. He's having a season for himself tonight. Clock continues to burn with 3 minutes to go. Kittleman again under pressure, gets it off. And it's number 11 for Blake Pitcock, his 11th catch, and now he is down slow to get up. That'll bring up a 4th down for Jenks. You almost have to go for it with 2:40 and ticking. Eight on the play clock. Last chance for Jenks on 4th down. Kittleman under pressure. Good blocking up front. Throws it, and it's picked off by Dawson Adams. His 2nd pick tonight. And another turnover for Jenks. 6 turnovers for the Trojans. Adams curls the ball, and either way, even if it wasn't a pick, they would have turned it over on 4th down. But that just starts Owasso at their own 34-yard line. 6 turnovers to 2. Turnovers playing a big story in both games today. $2:13 to go in this one. Owasso just hoping to run things out. Cabrera on first down. Dancing and winding his way to the 40, a pickup of 6 on the first down carry. And again, Owasso, no hurry to snap the ball and get things moving. Actually marking back at the 39, so a gain of 5. So Owasso, with its 3rd trip to the semis in the last 12 years, this one will end up to a trip to the 6A state championship game. Cabrera again, and just a whole host of Trojans on top of him to pull him down. Mark him at the 42, and they stop the clock because there's another injured Jenks player down in the field, and it looks like it's number 13, Mitchell Culkin. Rod is now down on the sidelines. Rod?
Yeah, and right now, you can kind of feel it, the Owasso faithful right now. They are definitely smelling victory. Got a Jenks player down. But the electricity of this Owasso team, community, and we talked about it coming in and talking to Coach Blankenship about it. You know, he just talked about how thirsty this community is for a championship. You can have a parade. It is a community, and he said it reminded him a lot. And when he first took the job at Union, and they are thirsting for a state championship, and boy, it looked like they will get that rematch of that epic instant classic that me and you had the privilege of doing, Zig, between the Union Redskins. So should be an outstanding matchup, barring nothing crazy happens in this last 1:13 of this game against Jenks.
.113 to go. They wind the play clock and the game clock at the same time. The first down here by Owasso on 3rd and 2. And they'll be able to take a knee and run this one out. It looks like right now they're going to let this one run down and call a timeout. Boy, Booker T already up 15-0 in the first quarter on Lawton. Bixby already won today. They beat Midwest City 14-12. So Lawton's trying to set up an all East Side championship game. We know we're going to have an all East Side championship game in 6A1. And Rod, what a turnaround for Owasso, and what a, as Bill Blankenship told us before, man, that bandwagon's full right now. Everybody's loving what's going on for the Rams, huh?
It definitely is, and like you say, they've been hungry to be in this situation for a long time. And you know, the interesting thing in that matchup will be, will they be able to solve the riddle or the puzzle, which is Jenks and Union. We may need to go back and look, you know, Zig, and see. Well, we know it would be part of history in the last 20 some odd years if, you know, they could go and beat Jenks and Owasso to win their first state championship since, I believe you said 75?
74.
74.
Yeah.
I mean, how historic would that be if they're able to pull it off? But boy, you can tell, you know, we saw it earlier in their games, just the atmosphere and the excitement, and, you know, really felt like Owasso football became an event this year. You know, people outside of the community was trying to drive up north to watch this team play. But, you know, has all the ingredients to be a special team when you talk about the talent that they have, both sides of the ball. I mean, a number of Division I athletes. I told Coach Blankenship before the game, Dig, we've been fortunate enough to do this for a long time. I've never seen an Owasso team built like this. When you talk about the athletes, the players that you have, and then you add Bill Blankenship to the mix, and he knows how to coach a little bit. Outstanding coach. So, I mean, when you add that dynamic, you know, and all those factors, boy, athletic director Zach has done a tremendous job, and boy, putting this together. And and the hire of Bill Blankenship is looking unbelievable right now as they get ready to head to the state championship.
There he is trotting across the field to shake the hand of his longtime coaching rival and friend, Alan Trimble. And Owasso wins it 21-0, and they advance to the state championship game. See a lot of the Owasso students pouring out on the field as they get the semifinal victory, and they are headed to the 6A1 state title game. 21-0.
You want to grab?
The Rams win it. And their players continue to celebrate the big victory. Twice they beat Jenks. In the same season, week 1 or 0 week. And week 12. Rod Thompson down on the field. Rod.
Well, Coach, here with legendary Coach Alan Trimble. And Coach, first of all, talk about this game. Your team came out, played a tremendous game, just a little short. Talk about your team this year.
Oh, well, I'm really proud of them. I tell you, the newspaper will probably evaluate us on the scoreboard, but boy, there's so many great things that happened with this squad and this coaching staff. We overcame so many things, and for them to come out and give such great effort to tonight against such a good team, really proud of them.
Well, Coach, outstanding job, but the big question is, and I said it before, do you think this is your last game?
Well, you probably think so, but you never know. We'll let the Lord answer that, and we'll see where it goes. It's been a wonderful journey.
Well, if it is, it's always been a pleasure covering your games. Class act, outstanding man, and really appreciate all you've done for football.
Thank you, Rod. I appreciate it. It's been a fun ride.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I gotta go talk to the winning.
Yeah, Coach Alan Trimble right there as we grab Coach Blankenship here. Now, and Coach, before we get to the game, talked about Coach Trimble, and he said, hey, the winning guy, and I seen you give him a big hug. Just talk about, if this is his last game, just talk about you guys' rivalry and what he means to you.
I just love his answer, man. I heard him say it. That's in the Lord's hands, and he's a special dude, man. There ain't no question about that. We got a lot of history, a lot of good, a lot of bad, but the ride is what he's talking about. That's what people got to understand, the journey. Nothing but love for that man.
And Coach, when you talk about your team, we talked about it, the ingredients to be something special. They hire you, your kids come in, they buy in. Talk about what it means for this team, this community, to be trying to win their first state championship since 1974.
I'm just so happy for those players. They're the ones that, they've done the work. They've done what we asked to. They bought in. They just find a way. It wasn't pretty at times, but we learned how to play defense and learned how to capitalize. These guys have really done well. It's a great community. I'm really proud to be an Owasso Ram.
Man, hey, what are the things you look to improve on and look to get better at going into that championship game?
Oh, well, there's a lot. We still got a chance to play our best game yet. We're in the dance, so we're there, so we got a shot.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and hey, we wish you best of luck in the next week's game.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, Coach Blankenship right there. Back up to you, Zig.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod. We'll take a break. Come back, more from Chapman Stadium. Owasso wins it 21-0. The Rams are headed to the state title game.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
We're gonna find a spot.
We'll find a spot.
Really good. Yeah, they're behind me. Here I am.
Did the Fusion just do that?
Fusion just stopped on its own.
Whoa.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 Fusion during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Oklahoma is not just a state, it's a state of mind. Weoki Credit Union understands what it means to be an Oklahoman. We helped Olivia and Joseph purchase their first home. They know Weoki will never sell their mortgage servicing to the highest bidder. That's because we service our own loans. and offer low rates and low fees on purchases and refinances. So Olivia and Joseph can focus on more important things, like painting the kitchen. YurView Credit Union. We are here for Oklahoma.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Mid-First Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazio's. And by YurView Credit Union.
We're back on YurView, the Ford Game of the Week, back down on the field with Rod Thompson.
Hey, I'm joined here now. I'll just call them the Jones boys, getting it done. A big key to the defense of this Owasso team. And, you know, guys, before they shut the lights out, I'll start with you first. Just talk about how special it is to you guys to be together and be able to go and try to win a state championship.
I mean, we've been playing together since we was kids, and that's all we've been working for all summer. I mean, since freshman year. And now we're here. But this is not the final. We got to go get it now. We can't. That's not it.
And Keelan, you talk about your play. I mean, you've played inspired football the whole time you've been here. Just talk about how special it is to you to share this with your cousin, like your brother here, and be almost a part of history as you guys get ready for a state championship.
It feels really good because my cousin here, I lost with him, and now that we're doing so good, it feels so great that we have success together. So I'm just glad I get to share with my family, man. This is great.
And, you know, you going to Kansas State, what would you say about Keelan that coaches need to know and get him on board?
And man, we got the best defense in the state, the best linebackers in the state. And y'all need to tune in to number 5 because, I mean, to me, he's the best linebacker in the state.
All right, you heard it right there. And, hey, he said tune in in a couple of weeks as the Jones boys, they get ready to try to get Owasso their first state championship since 1974. And little brother he can get it done, too. So watch out. A lot of Jones coming through. Back up to you, Zig.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod. Appreciate it very much. Great job down there on the sidelines, as always. The Mazio's MVP. These are the guys we picked prior to the game. How about Bryce Cabrera? 12 rushes, 77 yards, but he also had a 54-yard TD reception. Noah Hernandez, 7 rushes, 53 yards. Our Mazio's MVP performance tonight. Text MVP to 664-444. You'll get a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for only $5. Do it now. Do it often. Mazio's 21-0, the final. Duplicate of what happened earlier today. It'll be Owasso Union in the state title game. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in. No thanks, Santa. I got this. Hey, it looks a little tight. Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Oklahoma is not just a state, it's a state of mind. YurView Credit Union understands what it means to be an Oklahoman. We help the Bennett family lower their auto loan payment by $227 each month. We removed the burden of an 18% loan and provided them with a loan rate they can afford. With a little extra money each month, we helped an Oklahoma family do something important. Smile. YurView Credit Union. We are here for Oklahoma.
21-0, Owasso wins it over Jenks. Let's check out the final stats in this one. And the big number, you're probably going to be at the bottom of the screen, the 6 turnovers by Jenks on the night, Rod Thompson. And pretty balanced night for Owasso. 302 total yards, 127 on the ground, 175 in the air. 2-12 for Jenks. First downs, 15 for Owasso, 10 for Jenks. But again, the turnovers, 2 for Owasso, 6 for the Trojans.
Yeah, the turnovers was definitely a difference in this game, and I think timely turnovers, you know, a couple of times in the red zone where you're right there about to score was definitely the thing that you know, kind of hurt Jenks in this matchup. And you talk about this Owasso team and how they played, inspired ball, you know, and talking to the players, really hungry, wanting to get this win, you know, and being in this situation. So, you know, the turnovers was definitely the difference. You know, give Jenks a lot of credit, and Coach Alan Trimble, I mean, to hold this team to, you know, to 21 points, it's very, very impressive. But Owasso gets the win. Coach Blankenship moves on and faces his old school. You know, when you talk about Kirk Frederick and the Union Redskins, and again, we talked about it, Zig, an instant classic when these two teams played earlier in the season. Expect nothing else but something more in that game. A lot more at stake. A lot of players out there wanting to get a championship, so it should be an outstanding game, just like the two games we were fortunate enough to call today.
Now, Owasso picks up their first shutout defensively of the season. How about that? We'll come back and wrap this one up from Chapman Stadium. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, he's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
21-0 the final score, our Ford Game of the Week. Rod Thompson, this sets up a rematch from earlier in the season, our instant classic, a double overtime win at Union when the Redskins beat Owasso 44-41. 2 weeks from now, they'll play again. They're going to practice on Thanksgiving, have that bye week, and they're going to hook it up, and it ought to be another instant classic.
Yeah, it should be very good, and that extra week allows some of the guys that may be banged up to be able to get rested up and play in a game like that. It's going to be very, very interesting. I think the couple of keys you look at, you know, real quick, can Union establish that running game against Boone, against this tough defense of Owasso, as we just saw pitch the shutout against a very good Jenks team, and then can the Owasso defense really step up and stop the high-powered offensive Union? So a lot of storylines, you know, in between those two games. As we said, you know, we had that overtime thriller, so expect nothing else. I'll be there checking that game out. It should be good. 6A championship football. Union and Owasso doesn't get any better. Really close to each other, too. So if all teams familiar with one another, it should be an outstanding game, Zeke.
Rod, great job. Enjoyed working with you all day.
Enjoyed being able to do it, and, of course, working with you. And, hey, all the guys in the truck, and, man, Mike Davis getting it done always make us look good.
Yep. And, of course, all the camera guys and audio guys that were hanging out in the cold all day, and appreciate them and all the hard work that they put in as well, not only tonight, but all season long. And we got basketball 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks away, December 7th in Edmond, the Open at Edmond North. It's going to be a quadruple header starting at 3:30. For Mike Davis, for Rod Thompson, I'm Mike Ziegenhorn and our entire YurView crew. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll see you during hoop season.